Livesotori has completely changed my life from breaking my back to working jobs that I didn't want to do that were emotionally disconnecting for myself.
You've been working with us and you've also left with us and you gave me a number.
In a little over a year, I've done over $1 million in sales.
Jason has been with Livesotori for about 2 to 3 years. He's made a phenomenal amount of income with Livesotori. He's been able to quit his job and do affiliate marketing full time. And we've been through the ups and downs of his entire journey with him. But throughout those things, like Jason was super determined. Jason was super focused, super stubborn as well. I will say that as well, right? But the thing is that stubbornness is also what has helped him persevere and succeed in Livesotori, and also in any other endeavor that he gets himself into as well. So anyways, Jason, the floor is yours. You've been working with us and you've also left with us, and you gave me a number, like I think it was a week ago or when we spoke about it like 4, 5, 6 days ago. You gave me a number on how much money you've made company.
So in a little over a year's time, I've done over $1 million in sales. And a lot of
Hold
that
on,
comes
pause. I want to see every fucking person clapping their hands. Every person clapping their hands. It's a regular person just like you. Just like you. Awesome. So sorry, Jason, continue.
No worries, no worries. I was, and even the industry I went into. So to give you a little background, I'm in roofing sales now. A little over a year and a half ago, the only thing I knew about a roof is that one needed to be on a house. Didn't know anything about it, the components, those type of things. And just going through the process and because of the skills I learned with Livesotori, I realized it's not about what you sell or how much you know until somebody knows how much you care. It's that plain and simple. It's something you guys hear Junior say all the time. Nobody gives a shit about how much you know or what you're going to do for them until they know how much you truly care and how it's going to like directly affect them and those type of things. Okay. It's all about building relationships. Matter of fact, we got a call for an appointment today. The guy was pretty headstrong that I need to get 4 or 5 quotes. I need to do this. I need to do that. And then I was able to build a relationship off of him. And it doesn't have to be somebody who's directly like you. This gentleman was, Brian, what do you say his name, or how old he was? 89 years old. Sat there and just talked with them. Here he knew my grandparents from back in the day, used to work with my grandfather, all these other things, and was able to build a very, very strong relationship with him that got him to sign a contingency that he's going to work with us and doesn't care about anybody else coming to his house, that him and his wife feel very strong that they're in the right hands and that the right person's taking care of them.
And Jason, where did you learn? Jason, where did you learn to build those type of relationships that win you and earn you business?
Right here at Livesotori, hands down. It taught me how all the relationship building and those skills that be able to do that. With that being said, since I've joined Gold Medal Roofing, I've now behind the owner. I will give him the credit that he's credit due. He's the top producer. I am the second top producer in this in our branch here. And my goal for this year is to more than double what I did in my full time here up to this point, shooting for $1.5 million in sales this year. And over the last 4 days, I've probably netted somewhere in the marks of $30,000 to $50,000 income in the last 4 days.
So a lot of us, and this is pretty much the conversation, and I'm going to ask you a few questions, Jason. So there's some people
Yep.
inside of this community that they're not really understanding the concept of what I teach, what I do, why I do what I do. And I'm just going to ask you if you can see the benefit in it. So a lot of times we understand that most people coming in want to do affiliate marketing. And one of the biggest hurdles of most people is, hey, I don't know which product to promote. And that typically slows a lot of people down. And I'm pretty sure it slowed you down as well. And what we've done with Livesotori is we've taken our product, gave you the ability to sell it, which teaches you how to do what? What are some things that you've learned selling our products, right? You learn how to sell. What else?
The building the relationships. That's
Learn
really
how to build
the most important
relationships.
thing over top of anything. You show them what it can do for them,
Okay.
not what it can do for you.
Awesome.
Those are really the main components in everything. And if anybody who ever thinks that you're not a salesperson, if you have a special other, if you have kids who call you before they call anybody else, if you got a friend who calls you before anything else, guess what? You are a salesperson. Everything in life is sales. I had to have this hard conversation with one of my employees. He says, I don't know if this is really going to work out and how long this is going to go for me because I'm not a salesman. I said, dude, didn't your daughter just move back in with you after going through a hardship in a bad situation? He said, yeah. I go, well, she could have called her friend or whatever, but she called you. Those type of things. But overall, everything in life is sales. So just don't cut yourself short on those type of things. And that's where everything comes from, these learnings from Junior and the people that not only the teaching from Junior, but the people he's going to get you associated with and getting those things. It's just, Livesotori has completely changed my life from breaking my back to working jobs that I didn't want to do, that were emotionally disconnecting for myself, kind of caused marital problems for a short while where we would argue a bit more, and to him showing me that there's a whole new side of life, and it's ultimately got me to where I am today.
I love it. So one thing that you did not say, that you did not mention, and I was going to talk about it a little bit later, because it was something that I've noticed that you were saying a lot in our previous conversation. How many of you guys noted that he said, one of my employees? How many of you guys heard that? Wiggle your hands. Pause, time out. Jason, do you actually own the company?
No.
But listen to what he said, and this is very, very valuable. This is called leadership, and this is one of the things that I believe Jason also got from us, correct?
Absolutely.
Jason says, one of my employees. And this is the differentiator between poor people and the people that actually do a fucking thing with their life. They don't sit down and say, hey, I'm not the big boss, so this isn't mine. I need to go build my own thing. There's people that sit down, and this is how I first got my start, by the way. As every one of you guys that know me, this is how I got my start. I found a client, and his business was my business. His employees were my employees. His troubles were my troubles. His operations were my operations. Jason's not talking as if, hey, the company's employees. No, my employees. These are my people. This is my job. This is my operation. Some of you guys go into affiliate marketing so jaded. Oh no, forget Junior, forget Livesotori. You guys go so jaded. Oh yeah, I'm just promoting this product. If you don't believe in something, you will never be successful in it. If you don't believe in something with every fiber of your being, you will never be successful in it. The same way that Jason believes in what he does, which is what helps him have more success. This is a regular Jason, what were you doing before Livesotori again? I'm sorry.
I was a union millwright at a limestone quarry.
A limestone quarry, digging holes and drilling and all that shit, correct?
I was maintaining those things for them, yes.
And at any moment, things could fucking turn bad and sour, and then we lose Jason, correct?
Yep, absolutely.
That was his life. He spent what, how long did you spend in Livesotori?
About three plus years maybe.
3 years. He dedicated 3 years of his life to learn the skills, learn how to sell, learn how to build relationships, learn how to prospect. You forgot that one, Jason. Learn how to find ideal customers. Because without your ideal customers, that $1 million was going to be impossible.
Correct.
Incorporate leadership skills, which is how Jason went from a brand new person in the industry to now being underneath the owner of the company. This is why he's successful. This is why he's successful. It's not hard to mimic success. But what I'm explaining to you is this. Look at the level of belief that he had in what he was doing, what he was selling. And that level of belief allowed him to actually take the skills that I'm trying to teach and show up. Jason showed up every fucking day for 3 years. And now 3 years later, he can look back and say, hey, I just made $50,000 in a weekend, in a week. How many of you guys can say that? Hey, I made $1 million in the year. How many of you guys can say that? Because if you're unwilling to do the work now and you're putting in bare minimum effort, what changes for your life? What changes?